Home education in Scotland doesn't actually vary too much from England. You can head over to gov.scot for the Scotland Education Act 1980 and the full document is on there. Now, I actually lived in Scotland for a period of time and I home educated there when I did, which is why I feel comfortable providing this information. Like in England, when you home ed in Scotland, you take on full legal and financial responsibility for your child's education. In Scotland, if your child already attends a school, then you have to have consent to withdraw, and you do that by contacting the local LA. On average, at the minute, it's taken about 6 weeks from what I last heard. And they tend to ask for a plan, kind of like the yearly report we give in here in England. However, there are a few circumstances where consent to withdraw isn't needed, such as yours because you stated your child's only 2 and hasn't gone into the school system yet. They do state that they may still contact you if that's the case. However, the entire time I was there, I didn't hear from them. And the full document, when you can home educate without consent from the local authority, is actually available on the gov.scot website too. Under Section 35 of the Scotland Education Act 1980, you have no statutory duty to inform the local LA that you're going to home educate in any of these following circumstances. Your child's never attended a school. Your child has never attended a public school in that local authority's area before. You're withdrawing your child from an independent school, or your child has finished primary and hasn't yet started secondary school. But the first step is to always establish whether consent is required, and in your case, at this current moment in time, it is not. If it is, I recommend trying to do it at least 6 weeks in advance if you can. Obviously, that's not always possible. Some of us have to deregister in an emergency, and if you've watched my Why I Home Educate video, then you will see I was one of them parents. If consent's required, then you contact your LA to request it. If not, you start home education from day one. You also don't have to inform them of your reasons why you've chosen to home educate. It is worth noting that the council will have no financial or legal responsibility towards your child's education. However, if your child does have additional educational needs or is disabled, then they can signpost you to other areas that you can get assistance if you are a home educator. Other links that I actually recommend are the Scottish Home Education Forum and Home Education Scotland. Now, I've used both of them and I thought they were really helpful when I first moved to the area. There's also another one called the Schoolhouse, but I never had any contact with them or anything, so I couldn't really personally recommend them. But I have heard okay things about them too and the support that they offer, so they could be worth looking into as well for anyone in Scotland. However, I tend to only offer services that I have actually personally used. So I hope this has helped. Let me know in the comments and I will get back to anybody if I need to.